What's up, guys? It's Brian from Hashware Hub. It's about 10:13 p.m. Eastern Time, March 1st, 2018, and we are coming to you with another trading video. But first, if you're new to us, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, especially if you're interested in TA, technical analysis, in particular with cryptocurrencies. Definitely need to hit those buttons right there. And also check us out on Steemit and DTube. Links are down below. Check out our Facebook trading team. Link is down below there too. So let's get right on into it. Wow, what a bull run, boys and girls. Yeah, there is money coming into this market. And we're still super weary. We're still very weary. Very, very weary. I know that may upset some people, but we're still weary, and we feel that you should be too. Let's take a look and start updating things to at least get an idea of where we are. So I think last video we made, we had a 1 hour hidden support level of 10,624. We updated that on our Facebook page recently to 10,715, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update it again. So now this number now is 10,851. Okay, right there, 10,851, and let's just. Now, this 10,851 happens to coincide very closely with this right here, this line right here, which is about 10,870, all right, which comes from here. And you can see the market did go ahead and kind of stop at this 10,870 level. Okay, actually, when the market came up to the 10,870, specifically right on this candle right here, okay, I saw this resistance line, I saw this resistance line right here, and I thought, well, it's going to need quite a bit of volume to really break through. All right, and this candle was, you know, it had some sufficient volume. The next candle was a red candle. I was like, well, we're going to know here in about a candle or two, and boom, the volume came through, and it set us up, okay? And then we quickly corrected. So this is one of the reasons why I want to say you need to be weary, because yeah, this is a super bull run, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of things in it that just are saying, hey, there are people either taking profits as they go along, or there's people that are just going ahead and say, hey, you know something, this is a good place for me to go ahead and exit, because, you know, I wasn't going to sell out when it was, you know, when the market was all the way down here, because I already brought, I'm not saying me, but I'm saying this is what was going through people's minds. You know, they're not going to go ahead and sell out, you know, when the market's down here or down here, okay, when they bought when the market was like up here, right, up in these ranges right here, you know, 16, you know, all along here, right? And so it's really a mental thing. And what has happened is you know, this is the second time as of recently. I'm kind of counting this and this, you know, kind of as one, because they happen, you know, kind of closely, you know, within a day's distance, not necessarily this one here, but so they're saying to themselves, well, I'm not going to let this chance, you know, kind of slip by me again. And so, yes, the trajectory of this is very steep, and I'm measuring it by utilizing this line right here. This is just a support line right here, and this support line right now tends to actually be very parallel to this 55 EMA. And then once the market, another thing I want to mention here is the second the market had gone ahead and broke apart from the 55 EMA decisively, okay, the market had run up. The last time it did it was right along here, and it just couldn't get it done. It was in this ABC correction, right? It basically couldn't get it done because it was in that ABC correction, because of the fact that we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up, and there has to be some sort of correction, right? There has to be some sort of correction. And so, and usually it's some sort of, on a very simplistic basis, it's usually some sort of ABC that looks something like this. So here it got that over with, and the second it got it over with, and the second it can have a chance to go ahead and go above the 55 EMA, it started reaching for it. And once it actually got through it, it then started taking off. And that's when the volume started coming in. Okay, that's when the volume started coming in. So right now, on a 1 hour basis, like I said, we're thinking about a level of 10,851 as a hidden support level. Another thing I'm going to watch is this line right here. Like I said, this line right here is kind of measuring the trajectory of the of this rise. But as this rise comes back down, I'd like to see if the market actually adheres to or just knows that this line is here. All right. The next thing I want to go ahead and I want to take a look at is the 4 hour basis. Okay, on a 4 hour basis, we've been talking about 10,240, right? 10,240, which I think is this line right here. Yeah, which is this line right here. We're going ahead and we're taking this 10,240 and we're raising it up. Right? I actually probably could just delete this because this is not the right type of line. Then we're going to go ahead and take it and horizontal right. And 4 hour basis, 10,517. $10,517 for our basis, for our hidden support. So I've gone over before the different ways you can look at and use these hidden support levels. So I'm not going to go over it just right now. All right, the daily, don't forget the daily, we still have this $9,440 right here. Actually, hold up 1 second. I just want to check one thing. Yeah, that's 9,440 on the daily basis. Let's bring this thing out. Let's bring this puppy out here somewhere. Now, if the market continues to run up, this daily 9,440 hidden support level is also going to come up. All right. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to delete this. I've been deleting some stuff. Another thing I did earlier today was I redrew this top line. I redrew this line right here. And so that's why you guys may see it's slightly different than before. It's basically the same exact thing, but I needed to get a little bit clearer of exactly what was going on here. So where are we right now? Okay, so right now what's gonna happen is the market is trying to get over this high point right here. This high point is 11,064.75, and the market is really trying to get right above that. And let's actually draw that right here. That was hold on a sec. 11,064.75. 64.75. Okay, so this is where the market is stopping right now. Now, what do we know from a larger standpoint? What could we possibly be looking at? So, okay, we understand that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up. We have an ABC. Okay, we also have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that's going to be coming up. That's the way it's looking right now. And I say that very cautiously, very, very cautiously. So there's a possibility what this could be is this could be a large 1, 2, and then we're going to have a large 3, a 4, and then a 5 that's going to be coming up somewhere here. That very well could be the case. So we're in wave 1 of wave 3. So we'll need a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. Wave 3 of 3 is usually the strongest of the waves. And that could, if this is really going to go in this direction, this bullish direction, that could be something that brings us very, very high, very high up from in comparison to where we are right now. Right now, I'm not going to measure it directly. The reason why I'm not going to measure it directly is because of the fact that very unsure as to where and how to exactly count this right here. Okay, there's a few different ways of going about it. If this right here is the 1, right, the 1 and 2, and this is something like the 3, or maybe the 3 comes a little bit, it comes a little bit higher, then this, you know, just doesn't seem to look right. It's not at the same magnitude. It's not at the same magnitude. It's not, relatively doesn't look relatively of the same tempo as the rest of the stuff. Now, the other way to go ahead and count it is possibly that this whole thing is a 1 and this is a 2 and then we're moving up. But that doesn't make sense to me because of the fact that this hardly sold off. This really didn't sell off. You know, I actually didn't measure it, but let's measure it. Yeah, I mean, it sold off to the 0.236, you know, basically halfway to 0.236 to 0.382. Yeah, that could be possibly it. That could be it. Yeah, I mean that could be it within reason. So yeah, maybe this is 1, this is 2, and now we're making a 3. All right, that could possibly be it. I'm a bit wary to count it like that because everything's been really odd lately. Very odd as far as Elliott wave count. We kind of need to shake this all out. Now let's take a look at things on an RSI basis. So on a let's take a look at it on a 1 hour basis. On a 1 hour basis, the RSI has been super overbought for some time now. It's only before time where this comes down, and we're also thinking on our independent algorithms that this also needs to start turning down soon. It just, you know, as each bar goes on, the probability of the next bar, of it not happening the next bar, becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. So also we have another thing that I want to go ahead and show you guys. Let's look at this on a on a 4 hour basis. Is, you know, look where we are on the RSI. You know, this is peaked up here before, above this level, above this line, right? You see how the RSI, you know, bumps up underneath this line many times, right? And then it breaks above it. And then it comes back down. And sometimes it breaks above it with like 3 heads. Sometimes there's 2 heads. You know, it depends on where you're looking at it. And right now it slightly broke above it, right? And now it broke above it again. So I don't know. It's just another thing interesting to see. It's another place where we need to look at to manage. You know, where is RSI going, and what does that look like with respect to the pricing? So let's go back and take a look. Yeah, so looking like things are going to turn back down again. It may be something very small. It may be something, you know, minute. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is from our last video, we showed you a little bit about our last trade. And yeah, I mean, we are basically, you know, not basically, we're still in it. We are still in it. I think we got out a little bit right here. I think that's the right, hold on a sec. Yeah, a touch right here. And we're looking possibly if this were to come back down again and touch this 1 hour, you know, hidden support line, then yes, we would get out more of it. We would sell more of it. That's basically where our limit is. Yeah, and then if it were to fall down further, we would pretty much get out of the rest. But that's pretty much, you know, where we are right now with the trade. So definitely very good trade. Next, let's take a look at things on a 4 hour basis. Let's just reset the chart here. Oh, excuse me. Man, I need some coffee at 10:30 at night. So yeah, this is super bullish. I think we only had like 3 of these or 4 of these when we had spoke last, and man, yeah, I mean it just continued to go and go. When I saw this candle right here, this is kind of like a doji candle. I thought possibly it may be a true point of indecision. In other words, a point where the market's going to stall and come back down. But the market continued to go up. This is the current candle that we're in right now. I think we have about 30 minutes left over in it. So there is still, it could still move around, but definitely showing that a lot of bullishness is in the market. A lot of bulls here to run this thing up. You can see the volume continue to run up. Now the volume for this candle right here tends to be a little bit lower. Although, like I said, there's 30 minutes left, so who knows what's going to happen. Next thing I also want to show is on a 4-hour basis, our EMA touched right here. This is the 55 EMA. The 55 EMA touched right here, and is this 55 EMA? Yes. Sorry, 55 EMA. I want to make sure. 55 EMA touched right here. I'm like, I could have sworn it was touched right there. Yeah. And the market had rocketed right up from there, similar to this what I was talking about before with the ABC correction. And then once that correction was over and the market got above this 55 EMA, it ran up. Let's see what's going on a daily basis. On a daily basis, okay, the 55 EMA, the market crossed over it right now. This candle is a whole day. It closed above it today, and it's very imperative to see what happens tomorrow. If this thing stays above here, above the 55 EMA, I think we may have a lot more bullishness. Where are we going to go next is the question. To where may we go next? Here. Call it about 11,800. Top of this candle right here. Top of this candle right here is, the high is 11,741, spot 35. So, yeah. Right here. Okay. So, could we get up there? Yeah, I think we could get up there kind of easily with the way in which this is counting out so far. I think we could get, when I say easily, there's a lot of volume that still needs to get in, that could come into the market. Don't get me wrong. And we'll probably have some sort of little, some sort of little correction, possibly more, depending on how out of control it gets, if people start to get spooked in the market. So on a 4-hour basis, we are a little bearish. On a 1-hour basis, we are also a little bearish. This is all on a cyclicality basis. 4-hour basis here on the Laguerre, it looks like it still has time to kind of go sideways on the Laguerre, which could mean that this thing continues to run up. All right, RSI still not in overbought territory, so this thing could continue to run up. What I do want to see is, in the event this decides to, did I move something? Yeah. In the event that this decides to correct, how far does it correct? And to where? So you could see this, kind of came down here, right? Is where we got out of a little bit of our position. And it tried to touch this line. I mean, within all intent and purpose, it kind of did touch the line. And it then moved off from there. So that may have been its only look back, or touch back to say, yep, there you are, and I'm coming back. I'm going up. So again, interesting to see what's going to happen, but stay super sharp. Make sure if you guys are trading this that you really do know your risk and your reward, and you know how to measure it. All right, you know how to measure it. So that's probably more important than anything else. Knowing how to measure your risk and your reward. And we have to make all sorts of videos on that stuff. So my apologies. So we're going to leave it there for right now. And happy trading. Speak to you guys soon.